Okay, we're here, Uncle. We made it. This is a VHS watch party. You excited or what?
You are. It seems to be,
I'm excited.
yeah, the way you've been rushing me to get up here. And that's the way he's been rushing you to get up here.
Yeah, well,
People in the crack room, he's been rushing to get me up here so quick, so he's excited himself.
yeah, we're excited to do this show. We haven't done one of these in a while. We didn't do the regular show last night, the Uncle
Well,
and
I know
Podcast.
because of his problem with his computers.
Yes.
It's computing problems.
Chuck had an issue. The Ocelli Radio Network was down. Chuck's internet went down, so we
And
did.
that's the reason.
That's why.
If you didn't have viewers, I don't do mine.
I know.
I mean, I thought I was actually looking at the time, but figuring, shoot, I saw at the beginning. All right, he's on his show, and I saying that to myself.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you coming down, no show. What the heck is wrong with you, Sidekick? Get organized with the program and get new equipment, or unless Chuck can get new equipment.
Yeah. Well,
Because that's
Chuck's-
the big problem
Chuck's-
for Chuck, because
his-
he don't have the
his internet
dough.
went down. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Don't-
Money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, money is an issue. So if
Yes,
anybody,
it is for him.
in
That's
the,
what my point was.
in the spirit of Christmas, in the spirit of giving, go over to Ocelli.com and leave a donation, and you'll be helping Chuck and the Ocelli Radio Network actually stay on. Because yeah, like you
What
said,
is broken? The question is, they'll ask.
I don't know what happened to his internet. Looks like it's
Well-
working today, I think, but
Well, you have to know what is working and what wasn't working.
I don't know. I don't know.
Have to know. They have to know that when they give out donation, right?
well, no,
They
no.
know what the heck he needs.
All right, well, his
Isn't that
his
important?
look, Chuck barely has anything. Chuck can't even afford like a cheese sandwich at this point, and that's not even an exaggeration. So that's one reason.
Oh.
The other reason is it requires money to do all the stuff he does with the network. Like, it's not a lot of money, but it's enough that, I mean, there's an amount of expenses that he has to cover.
Oh.
And so if you can help him do that, just send a donation. And I don't know if it was because of a billing thing that his internet went down, or if it just happened to go down because of whatever. I don't know what happened.
To you and yours,
I just-
from all
I
around
know it went out.
100.7 FM and Brooks
Let me
McKnight
turn
Silver.
this off. Okay. So that was some Christmas music to start us out there, Uncle, if you noticed that.
Noticed.
But let's get down to business. This is
Put on the tape. Let's go.
we are live now on all our live streaming channels. Let me double check the stream. Everything looks good. The channels look good. We got the crack room up. Nobody's in the crack room yet. It looks like we got one person watching on Twitter X. Hopefully we get somebody to join in as we go. But we're just going to start this anyway.
Let's look at this. These films we're looking at. Let's see what we got.
We got a lot to choose from, Uncle. We got a ton, actually. So check this out. We got
Let's
this pile.
get it. We got to start going into these.
Look, these are all the potential videos we could watch today. We've been building up a collection. We haven't done one of these VHS streams in a while, so we have a
Because
few
you
tapes.
wanted to play the games.
Yeah, well, the games are fun too. Yeah,
I mean, that's the reason we were not doing them.
we were. But today we're back at the VHS stream, and we're going to watch one of these videos. So let's just go through all of them.
That's what I'm saying. Let's see what we got.
We'll see what we have, and then, Uncle, you will pick what we watch. So this one I actually used to test the VCR today. It's working. This one's called No More Baths.
What's it?
Feature films for families. It's produced out of Murray, Utah. This looks interesting, actually. It's from 1997. I don't know what's going on with this, Uncle, but it looks interesting. No More Baths. So that's look at that.
Baths.
It's an actual, like, it's like a movie that, like a super indie movie, like that somebody in Utah made, I guess, is what that is.
Oh.
I just got this one like a week or two ago from the thrift. This is Team Building. This looks excellent. Career Track Publications. You'll learn 7 attributes that are critical to a high-performance team. Learn the secrets of developing a high-performance team. And look at this. Look at the cover. It opens up like this, like a book.
Oh.
Mark Sanborn. So this looks pretty good. Team Building. That could be exciting. This one we should do sometime. I'm going to suggest we don't do it yet. It's still in the plastic wrap. Look at this. This is learning the ukulele. what I'd like to do for this, Uncle, because I do have a tenor ukulele. I'd like to get that out and play along. And I don't feel like doing that today, but check that out. That's gonna be good sometime, right?
Oh, so you don't want to try it today?
I'd rather not just get the. I don't feel like getting the uke out right now. I do have one, but we'll do that sometime. But we still have this. We have this for a while. Learning calculus. That'll be exciting if we want to learn calculus.
Was that the one we did last week?
We haven't done any of these yet, Uncle.
Oh.
We haven't done any of these videos. The learning calculus. We have men are from Mars, women are from Venus. With John Gray, PhD. I don't know what the heck this is. If this is like based on that book or whatever. So we got that. Interesting, huh? Then we have this one still. We've had this for a minute. United Studios of Self-Defense Orange Belt Instructional Video Series. So that's like, again, I don't know what martial art that is, like karate or something. Success is easy. Now, I mean, here's your introductory video to your ICS course. This is the video that will answer all of your questions on exactly what ICS Learning Systems is about. This one looks like it could be a lot of fun, Uncle. It's making a bold claim that success is easy. I don't know if I'd agree with that, but maybe I'll change my mind after I watch that. Could be a good one. I don't know. Then we've got, what is this? Oh, we've had this for a minute too. Winning Soccer, the basics of the game. This is an old one from 87. This one could be pretty good. Winning Soccer. And then the only other tape we have in our collection now is weird. It's To Save a Whale, The Blue Frontier. This was a series. I saw a few of these videos. I only got one. It's got Leslie Nielsen narrating it. I think this was produced by SeaWorld. I don't know what the heck this is, but some sort of thing about the ocean to save a whale. This one's about whales. So we've got all those, Uncle. I mean, that's a lot to sort through. What are you thinking? What looks good out of this stack?
These two.
The whale. Okay, so these two.
The whale or them?
Okay, so we've narrowed it down to these two, which is To Save a Whale, Blue Frontier, or Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Let me see.
Sounds like it's something that his wife. That's something that his wife is looking in the sky for.
Yeah.
But they're Martians. I wanna see. I want to see that. I think I see that one.
You like it because it's about space?
Mm-hmm. And Martians.
Yeah, well, clearly, men are the Martians and women...
I don't know what...
According to this, men are Martians and women are Venusian.
I want to hear about this.
You want to watch this one, Uncle?
I think so.
It's topical. You're right. It's topical. It's about space.
We'll have these for next time.
Okay.
Because I was thinking of that one because...
I like the thinking there, Uncle. I really do.
Your wife should come in and watch this.
She should.
I want her to come in and watch. Got another.
You know what I can tell her to do? I can tell her to go turn our YouTube channel on and watch this. So
and tell her to watch.
You want me to go do that real quick?
Do that right now.
Okay, here. Let's go to. Let's get the.
Tell her that because she's into this kind of thing.
Hold on. I have a special graphic for when I leave. Where did I put that stupid thing?
Yeah, I better put that on.
Oh, here we go. BRB. And then give me a minute, Uncle. I'll be back. I'll go give the directive to my wife. Oh, dang it. I lost my YouTube video. I should not have. I closed it out. I shouldn't. Hold on.
Don't close anything down.
Hold on. I got this. Don't worry. I know what to do. I'm a YouTube pro, Uncle. Here we are.
We hope the holiday is
there we
with
go.
warmth and good cheer.
I'll be back.
There you go. Okay.
Give me a minute.
You're listening to the KSEA 36 Hours of Christmas, brought to you without commercials. Our forecast today is calling for some sunshine. Right now, 38 degrees at the airport and 37 downtown. Now, more of the 36 Hours of Christmas on KSEA.
Okay, Uncle.
What? She watching it?
She will be in a moment.
All right.
She's been
See,
given.
I figured that would be something to watch.
Yeah. She's been given the directive.
Right.
What happened to the music here?
It just stopped. It talked and then stopped.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, let's just get started.
All right. Yeah. Well, that's important. Okay.
Let's
so
get
anyway,
it in the tape here. Let's get it in the tape here. Let's
hold
go.
on. Wait. I gotta get
wait,
the.
what? Oh, where did it go?
Well, let's see here. Let's get the tape going. I gotta get our graphics in order here. Where's the VCR? Oh, here we go. Here we go.
And we're
All right.
rating it, remember? We're all rating it, Toe. We're rating it.
Oh, I know. Well, we can get her rating on this.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Tell her that we're rating it.
Okay, looks like. I'll make sure the VCR is on.
Yeah.
Right? It's on. Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay, so I think everything's good. Let's see here.
We need to find a TV
We need to find a TV.
for your
What are you talking about?
for this thing you were looking for. I'm talking about
It's like a new TV?
a small size TV. Wouldn't you look-
Oh, yeah, as a monitor. Yeah.
A monitor.
I do want to get like a little TV and put it with the VCR over here, and that would be great, Uncle. I really do. We've got this thing in our graphics, but yeah, an actual TV, yes. Let's see here. And then VCR, where's the chat? I just want to see. Okay, there's the chat. Nobody's in the chat yet, but let's put the VCR in, or the tape in the VCR. Make sure it's, we might have to rewind it. Let's rewind. Let's see here. It is rewinding. Let's see how
so that wasn't fully
it might.
rewound.
It may not have been rewound. This is typically the case. You know how this goes. Wait. It sounds like we hit the end there.
It stopped.
Yeah, it stopped. Okay, so we're gonna play this.
Play now.
Let's play. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus, and see what we get. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
What is it saying?
I'm just making sure that the graphics are good. Hold on. I can get them going just fine.
Why ain't it showing?
It's good. Hold on. Wait.
It's playing.
It is playing. Hold on. There's something I have to work with here. Oh, here it is. There it is. Okay, hold on. There. Okay.
It's on John Gray.
Ooh, oh, look at this presentation. Hey.
Thank you. It's a real pleasure to be here. And I
Okay.
really appreciated the backdrop that they created, Mars and Venus. And my first reaction, honestly, was,
This is a live
"Is Venus that much
presentation.
bigger
I guess,
than
Uncle.
Mars?"
It is.
Weird.
I can tell. Because
That's what we'll talk about tonight,
tells
which
you
is
what
how
it is.
many-
I didn't expect it to be this. I thought
I did.
you knew that it would be like this.
Something like.
Okay.
relationships, most
This could be good.
we don't understand what's going on.
I know you don't.
We don't
Like
understand
the
how to
stupid
make
damn
it better.
government.
There are those moments when we love someone very dear. We care about them with all our heart, and no matter what we say or what we do, it seems to just make it worse. And I've heard from so many people, they began to understand, well, the reason it's not working at those moments is that you're approaching your partner in the wrong way. You're approaching them as if they're like you. And as soon as you realize, women,
Whoa, there's that
men aren't
Martian
like you.
audio there.
They're from Mars.
I know that.
Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. And when you have that awareness at those
Mars
moments
and
when it's
Venus.
most frustrating,
We've been thinking about it
then
all
you can
wrong,
come back and
Uncle.
say, okay,
They are.
maybe
They
my
are.
approach.
Who's they?
Government and them.
The government is doing things wrong? That's what's happening?
Them too. They're inclined for this too.
The government.
Your hour.
My hour.
Yes,
My
sir.
hour.
I'm
did
going to
this.
tell you your hour.
Okay, tell them.
About the day.
Yeah, I know.
They've been working all day, solving problems all day, sometimes successfully, sometimes unsuccessfully, but they have a ritual in case there's any stress buildup, a way to release the stress. And the way they do it is they go to their cave. They all have a
He's
cave.
talking about
and
men
women don't
now,
understand
Uncle.
this, because
Right,
in
right.
the cave it says,
I
do
know what
not
they're talking
enter or be burned by dragon. And women don't have caves like that. When women come home, or Venusians, people on Venus, when they
Venusians.
come home from work,
This is
they
about
don't go to
aliens,
their cave.
Uncle.
What they want to do is come home
Listen, don't
and
talk
find
ain't-
someone they love and care
Okay.
about,
I want
And
to listen.
Sorry.
share, talk, use those jaws, okay? And women today, more than women in history, need to do it more because during the workday, they many times have to put on sort of a male Martian work suit, and they can't talk as much as they want. They can't talk about their relationships and their children and ask lots of questions. That's not efficient. But women for thousands of years have been doing
Uncle.
this. And
Yes.
Uncle, is this about evolutionary biology here? What is this?
so women,
Listen
more
and
than
we'll
ever
talk
in history,
later.
need to come home and do this talking
Okay, never
thing.
mind.
Talk, 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 talk. I remember
I'm talking too much like he's saying. I'm being like a woman,
Hey,
Uncle.
will you
What am
put
I, a
some
woman?
tape on your mouth? Let's listen.
I'm supposed to be a man. I better be quiet.
So a man and
Act
woman
like a
comes home
woman.
from work, he spent all his words. She's got 4,000 left. What's she to do?
Oh,
She's
gosh.
desperate for conversation. She feels like something's missing if we don't have conversation. And she wants to talk. And talking is something which is, to a woman, incredibly useful. To men, sometimes the most useful thing is to do something which is not useful.
That's right.
Okay? Now, I'll rephrase that here, women, so you can understand.
Now he's talking my language.
For a man, he's been doing useful things all day long, all day long. All
Sick
day
of
long,
it.
Focusing, achieving his goals.
Now I want to do
Quiet.
podcasting.
I want to listen.
His way
Podcasting time.
is to do something that's a waste of time.
Yeah.
Like watch TV.
Yeah. That's
So
what we're doing right
he's sitting
now.
there with his channel changer. He's got to be busy doing something. So he's flicking through those channels. He's doing the ancient ritual on the hunt.
Ooh.
Checking out the horizon. Always checking out. Where's the animal going to come from? Where am I going to make my kill? Checking those channels. There he is. And it's sort of instinctual inside of us. We find a rock to sit on. So to a man, his favorite place is that couch. I know there are times, and of course Venusian, it's the whole home. So times Bonnie and I will come home from a trip or something, and our kids will be there. And sometimes they leave the house in a big mess. And she'll come in, and the first thing she'll say is, "Look at this house. It's a mess." I look around, have no idea what she's talking about. Because as a Martian who's been hunting for millions of years as my major thing, I look in the house, I'm focused on my goal. I look in the house, and what do I see? The couch. Then I zoom in, the remote control. Looks fine to me, honey. What's the problem? They've done studies in women's eyes that women see actually more in the room. They actually have extra things in their eyes that allow them to take in the whole thing. They do, really. Their brains are different. They have 40% more connective tissue from one side of the brain to the other. And what that means in practical terms, men, that's like we answer the phone, you have one conversation. When a woman answers the phone in her brain, 4 conversations are going on at once. 4 telephones are ringing, maybe 5 or 6. Okay? A lot of activities going on in her brain. They did one study of the brain differences. They found that women, well, we'll do men first, because that's the simplest. Spoken like a true man. Now, men think men are simple. Women think we're incredibly complex. We think women are incredibly complex. Women go, wow, we're not that complex. They're the ones that are complex. Okay? But anyway, here we are observing the brain activity when a man's talking. And see, when a man talks, there's a blood flow in this part of the brain, right up here. So all the scientists said, okay, that must be the communication center. Now, it's lucky that we had men to work on, because if we had women, we'd never know where the communication center is. Why? Because when a woman talks, there's blood flow over here, but there's blood flow over here, back here. Everywhere in the brain, there's blood flow. No wonder she's got 6,000 words a day, and a guy's just got 2. She's got so much more to say. And women think when they're married to a Martian, a guy...
Uncle, are you listening? You're on your phone. What are you doing?
She's all the time going...
I'm listening to it.
Are you learning about the Venusians? Are you learning about the Martians?
Shh. Will you stop talking and listen?
You were over here distracted. You need to pay
I'm not
attention.
distracted. You're the one.
You're distracted. You need to pay attention. What are you doing?
Doing what the women do. Get distracted. This is what he's saying.
Stop watching the TV like a typical man. We need to watch the TV now. Stop watching the TV and start watching the
Will you
TV.
be quiet?
Man. Every man knows that. We just sit there and go blank. That's why we like TV. Just go blank. Okay.
TV.
Sometimes I remember I used to get the magazine. I go home and want to just sit down. And that's like being in the cave. Let your mind go blank. No responsibilities. Don't have to do anything useful. Okay. So I'm going blank. But what I find is being married is that whenever my wife caught me going blank, she said, let's have a conversation. You know, let's get busy. Let's make good use of this guy right now. So a lot of men secretly have this strategy that I have, which is we'll pick up a magazine and pretend to read it. Just so you leave us alone for a while. Because a woman sees you sitting there doing nothing, she goes, oh, he must want to talk, and he's afraid of intimacy. I'll go and ask him what he's feeling.
I'm not sure how long
What's
this
going
video
on?
is.
How's your
I can't
day?
tell.
Because that's the
They
loving
give you
thing to do on
no
Venus.
time span.
On Venus,
We're going
a
to find
woman
out.
comes home,
We're going to find out how long this
waits
is.
for her friend, or she
It
sees
doesn't
her
give me a
friend.
run time on this.
Initiates conversation. That's the most loving thing
But I'm
to do on
learning.
Venus, is initiate conversation.
This is a very good
You really
tape.
care
I
about
know, I
To
like it.
understand, your
how was
wife
your
might
day?
get something out
And
of it.
they might give a Martian answer too.
Hopefully she's learning and I'm learning,
Fine.
and we can both learn.
Now, when a Martian says,
This is great.
how
I
would you
love
say,
it.
how was your day to a Martian? And he says, fine. What does he mean? I don't want to talk about it. What does a woman mean? If you say, how was your day? She says, fine. What she means is, and if you really love me, you ask me more questions.
That's true.
Isn't that right? Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
That's like saying, okay, let's see if you really care. Show some interest. Ask some questions. If you love me, you'll want more details. Okay? It's a Venusian thing. Whereas a man sitting in his cave, recuperating from the day, doing nothing, blanked out, reading a magazine, watching the news, watching TV, watching his favorite football game, whatever he's doing, he's relaxing from the day. That's how he relaxes. Okay? She thinks he's just wasting time. Then, to cap it off, she thinks he has problems. Now, some days he does have problems. He's stressed out. He hasn't solved it. He comes home stressed out. That means he wants to go in his cave even more. So he completely withdraws from the relationship for a while, just into himself. And she senses there's some feeling inside. I feel it. I feel it. I do feel it. I didn't know whether they were talking to me or not. But they said, they're going, stop, stop, stop. I go, what is this? Okay. I feel it. Okay, back to my point. Okay. Here she is. She senses there's stress, and he doesn't want to talk about it. Well, that's a big fearful thing for a woman, because on Venus, if they have something to talk about, they're going to talk about it. And if they're not going to talk about it, the only time they withhold is if what they say means they're pretty much angry at you, or it might hurt you.
Do you remember
or
when this came out,
might
Uncle?
upset you,
Remember when this book was really
or she doesn't
big?
feel safe talking to you.
This was a
So
book.
basically,
Do you
when a woman
recall
doesn't
this?
wanna talk, there are reasons why she doesn't want to talk.
It was a really
She
big
opinion.
book. I didn't realize it was
Now,
a
when my wife doesn't wanna talk, I go,
live
"Uh-oh,
performance too. I did not know
sex,
this.
let's get her talking."
I didn't know what was going
I
on
did
with this.
once I saw the film.
But if a guy's not talking,
I didn't know there was a live presentation of this.
Yes, I did when I saw the start of the film.
Well, yeah, when we saw this, but we didn't know that this existed till we got it.
women have told me they feel so relieved understanding about the cave because they feel an obligation. It's like their duty and their job to get into that cave and pull him out and get him talking.
Get him out.
Particularly if he's upset about something or stressed.
Get
Out of
him out.
compassion, she goes up to him and says, "What's wrong, honey?" And what does he say, women? Nothing. Now, if she's from the West Coast, her first reaction is, "Oh, my husband's in denial. He needs therapy." Now, in other parts of the country, it's more like he says, "Nothing," and she goes, "Oh, must be something." And then she says, "Well, how was your day? What happened? How was that meeting?" And what he's thinking inside is, why is she asking me all these questions? This is really bugging me.
I'm not sure what year this is
So he
from,
gives you
Uncle.
quick
Don't
answers.
worry about
It
the
was
year.
fine.
Just
It
listen.
was okay.
It's not telling me on here. I want to know when this was.
Don't
I gotta come up with
worry
more
about
questions to generate more
Listen
conversation,
what
to
he's
draw him
saying.
out, to say, "I care, I love you." So she goes into more details. She goes, "Did you make it on time to that meeting?" He goes, "Oh, now she's on my case about getting places on time." And if he was late, he'll definitely tell you, "No, I got there on time. It was fine." And she's going, "What's the matter? What's wrong?" He says, "Nothing is wrong, but I can tell you're angry," she says. "I wasn't angry till you started asking me all these questions." She says, "It must have come from somewhere. What is it?" "I'll listen. I'll listen. I don't want to talk. Just back off." "You want me to back off? That hurts. I feel awful now." The guy's going nuts. He goes, can't I just have some peace and quiet without ruining your day? And for many women, it will ruin their day until they realize when he goes to his cave, he withdraws from the relationship. It doesn't mean he doesn't love her. It doesn't mean he's angry with her. He may be. You never know what's going on when he's in that cave. Okay? And if he is angry, again, the worst thing you can do is go in and knock on the cave. Then you get the blowtorch right away.
Yeah.
Cool down.
That is
Women don't understand that as well because for them,
I have a laugh at that one.
if you can...
That's
and
a
they
good
don't
insight there,
understand
Uncle.
about women.
That
If a
one
woman's in a
was.
bad mood, the secret to helping her get in a good mood is getting her to talk. If you can
Her to
get her
talk or
to
you
talk,
to talk?
the more
I
she
guess
talks,
get her to talk, Uncle.
the
That's
more
the
her
key.
Feelings will change.
Ooh,
Men don't
feelings.
understand that
Women don't
because
understand.
it's very different for men.
Oh, men don't.
If a man is angry and upset and he talks, he doesn't feel better right away unless you agree with him.
Well, this is
See, men are very action-oriented. When they communicate, when men talk, it's basically one reason, to convey information to create a result. Men talk to create a result. So a woman will ask a guy a question, you go, why? Why talk about it? There's nothing we can do about it. Hey, it happened yesterday. There's nothing I can do now. Or, hey, that's not happening until tomorrow, so why talk about it now? Okay? There's nothing to do about it. Why talk about it?
Yeah.
But for
What's the
women, reason
point?
they talk about it is not necessarily to change you, to change the situation. Women talk to change their attitude. See, when a woman is in a negative place,
You getting this,
she's
Uncle?
stressed, she's overwhelmed, she
Stop
might
playing
feeling
with this.
It's a pile of tapes. We got a pile of tapes.
Don't worry about the tapes.
disappointed,
We gotta pay
Worry
attention.
about what you're
unsupported,
watching.
ignored.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, whoa.
Where you go?
Oh, hold on. Sorry. I
How
pressed the
does she
button.
prevent-
I didn't mean
how does she
to.
transform that attitude? Something women have been doing for a million years. They talk. Talk therapy.
They talk.
Women talk. After a while, they start feeling better. This is a miracle. Men don't understand it. Men don't believe it, and we never
Put it down
experience
for.
it. You
Put
know
that
why?
down. Watching the tapes.
So people know that they're watching, Uncle.
What
Look.
we do is
Well,
something
may not be
different.
yet.
Women
This
do.
is John
Women
Gray, PhD. PhD. This guy's a
What men will
PhD.
do
Ooh,
is interrupt
Fancy.
and offer solutions.
this is exciting.
think
I
we're
should listen to
helping.
this guy.
Now think about it. All day long, we're at work. People come in, have problems. We give them solutions.
This
They
is
pay
important.
us more. I got the idea for that. I got the solution for that.
I'm still
Hey, say no more. I know just what you need. They
I'm
go,
still
"You do?"
very curious to know how long this tape is. I feel like I'm going in blind, Uncle.
Problem. Get the job done.
You know what I'm saying?
It'll go off, it will go off.
It'll go off when it goes off. It sure will.
Now, I get home, my wife starts
It's gonna
talking
go
about
off.
things that are bothering her.
don't
I love
know.
her. I care about her. I care about her more than anybody else. So what am I going to do when my wife's talking about all these problems? I'm going to offer her solutions. I'm going to use all my skills and get right in there. Save her time. I don't need the details, honey. We'll get right on it. Don't care about that. Don't care. Just get to the bottom line, would you? And sometimes she'll be talking just to feel good, get close, experience intimacy. She's talking. And she's doing this, and she's having a good time. I call it circling. She kind of talks about this, and this, and this, and this. And to a man, it's circling because, see, when men talk, it always gets to a point. It's like he always knows the target in sight. If a man knows where you're going, he can relax and listen. But when a woman talks, she starts to circle. Here, 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 here. So he doesn't know when you're going to get to the point. He doesn't know how long this journey is going to
Is
take.
she listening?
And so what does he do
I mean,
when you don't know
Yeah.
how long?
I don't know if my wife is actually listening now, Uncle. Is that a
Let's
problem?
Take another example in a situation
I went out there to
that's all
check,
related.
and she wasn't watching the stream. I couldn't find her anywhere. What happens if she doesn't watch this? What are we gonna do?
You sit down.
Is our marriage in trouble if she doesn't watch this, Uncle?
I don't know.
Yeah, you can't tell, huh?
Huddle up and start.
We'll find out.
Well, this is what men will do sometimes. A woman will start circling. As soon
I
as she
step
starts to
into
circle,
something
his
here
mind
in this
starts
paper?
moving instinctively. There's a magazine to read.
something,
He'll start to pick it up.
To the space.
Now let's
What
do
you
a
doing
survey
with that?
right now in this audience. Think about this for a moment, women. I'm going to ask you a question. Think back. and
Uncle,
your
I moved the
experience
pile
with
of
men
tapes
in the
over
past.
here, okay? I moved
Time
them.
when you were
Different.
talking, maybe
We
you
need
were
to see you on video. It's
What, see me? I'm watching this.
You're the star of the show, Uncle.
and actually started to read
This is
something.
your show.
How many women can relate to
This guy is just secondary. John Gray, PhD. He's fun, but he's not the star, okay?
I know. It's this. I thought we were gonna see some space boys coming down. Martians.
Martians.
People.
We're going to hear about them. We're not going to see them. We're going to learn about them by hearing this presentation.
She pointed out, and I'd listen for about 2 minutes, and I'd go back. It was like some kind of habit, bad habit, okay? And her reaction to it was awful. I mean, she really felt hurt. She felt rejected, like she wasn't important. Now, since then, I have changed that habit, okay? But just to defend the man on his other side so the woman understands, it's not that I'm sitting there going, I don't want to listen to what she has to say. And the essence of what I'm saying is, I don't want to listen to the details of what she has to say. When she gets to the point, I'll listen. And that's what men will say sometimes. And this is the worst thing we could ever say. But we do it again and again and again. And we'll do it on Mars.
Someone's about to get in trouble.
It doesn't offend him. We can't understand why women get so upset about it. We don't know why they're upset. But my wife will be talking, or a woman will be talking, and a man will listen. And he can listen about 2 minutes. He's figuring out, okay, this is where she's going. I know it. He says, okay, I got it. You can't get it by now. I haven't even gotten to it. See, this is a very unique thing about women that most men don't experience, is that women can want to talk even when they don't know what they want to say.
That's true.
Through talking about what they're feeling and what's going on, they just sort of start out on their journey, and after a little while, they discover what they want to say. They say, that's what I wanted to say.
Oh, we got somebody in the chat, Uncle. We got
it
somebody in the chat. Let me see if I can. I'm going to respond to that. It's talking about talking. Let's see here. Let me pull up the chat. Oh, we got Chilokio. What's up, man? This is Alex Gray. It is. You know this. Yeah, this is men are from Mars, women are from Venus. John Gray, PhD. Check that out. Cool, huh? This is him. PhD. Ooh, you better listen. This is important information.
Communicate for a variety of other reasons other than to convey information or solve a problem. Women talk sometimes to discover what the problem is. Now, this is an amazing phenomenon. A woman will talk about 15 things which may be problems, but she's not sure yet. So she just tries them out. Now, I mean, you've been shopping with a woman. You've seen that phenomena. Women can try on 6 different outfits, buy nothing, and walk home and be happy. Guy thinks this is an enormous waste of time.
Yeah.
Right.
You feel that, Uncle? Is that a waste of time?
Familiar.
Yeah, you've been there, huh?
Somebody.
Yeah, okay. Oh, hunting
Into
time.
the supermarket. Or not the supermarket, excuse me. I'm learning about the supermarket now, but into the clothes store. You go into the clothes store. You want to get right to that store. You know just what you want. You find those pants you're shopping for. I generally shop for one item at a time. Okay, that's the goal. Occasionally the whole suit now, but generally I want pants. So I go in and I buy pants. And the faster I can kill those pants and bring them home, I'm happy. Okay.
That guy gets it.
I went shopping with my wife one time, which amazed me. She loves to go shopping with me. I realized later it was some secret Venusian pact. She goes shopping with me. I'm supposed to go shopping with her. Okay? And her endurance blows my mind. She can keep going on and on and on. She can shop for me, the kids, her friends, herself, everybody, all at once, and change her mind right midstream. We were just 2 days ago going shopping, and she very forgivingly and compassionately knows I can handle about 30 minutes on my feet, okay? So we went into one store, and they had chairs right out in the front, okay? I went, now this is a good store. I plopped myself down and started reading, okay?
Reading again.
That was an amazing experience. I'm sitting there reading.
He likes
the
to
magazine.
read.
My wife put on the first outfit she picked.
He likes to write.
And she had to walk all the
He
way
likes
to
to
the back of the store,
present.
all the way to the front of the store, and I looked back to see her
He likes to
walking
present
beside
what
me.
he wrote.
Honey, you look fabulous. You look beautiful. I love it. I love it. Now, a secret motive is, let's buy it and get out of here. Okay? But it was also vacation. It really hadn't reached my 30-minute limit. So truly, I was seeing my wife so beautiful and radiant. And there she was. I said, you look beautiful. And she went, I like it. I like it. And I didn't know if it was the dress or the compliment, okay? But she liked it. But what was amazing is the 2 women, one was the manager and the other one was helping her running the front cash register. They both immediately turned right at me and went, that was a really nice thing to say. Men never say that. I went, really? What did they say? They said, oh, they say things like, looks okay, looks good, buy it. If you like it, let's get it. Now, if he's going to say that, why is she going to walk all that this distance and even show you? Why is she even bringing you on this journey? She wants you to enjoy her, to see her, and to reassure her that this is a beautiful outfit for her. And I was talking with these ladies in the store, and I was complimenting them after we were talking about this on the chairs, saying, these chairs are a good thing. I like them here. And they said, it is amazing. It was a woman that owned the store, but her husband came in one day, and the chairs were back in the dressing room area where all the mirrors were. And he said, why are these chairs back here? The men aren't going to see them. Put them up in the front of the store. It will draw the men in. And they said the sales went incredibly up as soon as they moved those chairs. Subliminally, a guy's walking along. He sees a chair. Let's go in there, honey. And then magazines to read. I mean, this
Are we
is a great
learning,
place
Uncle?
to go.
Are we learning
Sit
anything?
down and look at a
But
reading
it gives us
magazine.
real
That's what
important
you're
insight into
learning.
men and women.
We're
Just
learning
looking-
to sit down and look at a magazine?
That's exactly what he's saying. Listen.
We need to learn how to sit.
moving from here and going to here.
It's a good thing to know.
Here, in a relaxed way, not in a pressured way. Men,
I
actually,
see.
they
I
get
see
really
that.
focused, and they feel really good. Okay, that's what a man needs to feel good, is to focus. Okay, the more focused he is, that's why a guy can sit on one of those computer terminals now. That's one of my new cave areas. I get on my computer terminal, and I got all these programs that I bought. I'm an author. Main thing I use in the computer is Microsoft Word. That's it. Okay, word processor. I got this fancy computer with all these gadgets and everything that works with it, and maybe 50 different programs that I've spent hours and hours learning to use that I've never used for any productive purpose. Like, look at this, honey, look what I can do. And look what I can do here. And she goes, are you becoming an artist with this art program? I went, well, can't you see what I can do? It's like a power thing. But more than that, it's a focus. That, you know, if I lose that day, it doesn't matter. See, it's a time which I focus on something that I enjoy doing. It's problems I can solve that really mean nothing to me. Okay?
This is very
Now,
insightful.
understanding that, she's very patient when she sees all the program bills coming in. Okay, she says, he's buying more programs. He's buying more programs. What does he need all these programs
It's
for?
about computers,
Remember,
Uncle.
he's from Mars. They need to waste
Listen.
time sometimes.
Talking.
Occasionally, they need to waste a little money.
He's
too.
talking.
Yes.
I'll
just
tell you,
listen.
one of the most
I could
loving
talk.
things. a
No,
woman
you
can say
can't.
to a man-
Listen.
Let me say the most
All right,
unloving
I'll listen.
thing
I'll
she can
listen.
say,
I'll
and then
listen.
the most
You
loving.
got me.
My wife used to say this a lot. Now she's learned to give me love, not to say it. But I used to buy certain things. She'd look at that and she'd say, how much did that cost? I'd say, oh, I got a great deal. She said, really? Yeah. I paid $1,500 for this. And her first reaction is, $1,500? You paid $1,500 for that? You could have got that to Good Guys for $300. What are you doing spending all that money on that for? And my reaction is, on an emotional level, oh, I guess I blew it again. Dumb me, Mr. Incompetent, can't be responsible. And she has no idea that's the way a guy takes it. Now, the loving thing to do that she could say at that time is she looks at that. She says, how much does that cost? I said, that cost $1,500. And she pauses. And she says to herself, if I say what I feel right now, it's going to hurt his feelings. So I will just not say it. She'll say, really? What features does it have? And then I get to justify spending all that money. Yeah. Oh, you could do this, and you could do this, and see what you could do here. It's more of a gizmo. It's more power. I can do this, and I can do this, and I can do this. She goes, wow, that really is something. And then she just walks out of the room, calls up a girlfriend, and says, can you believe what my husband spent money on? I can't believe blah, 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 blah. And she gets to talk and talk and talk and changes her attitude.
Uncle, do we think Steve Jobs watched this video?
So women talk,
Do you think that happened? Do you think he would have seen this?
well, but they also talk,
The Apple guy, the guy from Apple Computers?
discover. By having a good conversation, they discover
No.
what they want to say.
He might have gotten some tips on how to present on stage, how to use his hands. Makes sense to me. It makes sense to me.
They try on this outfit. Is this bothering me?
We're-
No.
We're watching
Hang
this.
on, listen.
This
I'm
bother me?
watching. I'm
No.
primarily
Look it up.
watching.
It's just trying on.
Mainly I'm watching.
You sound like a woman right now. Jeez.
I'm talking.
Yeah, don't talk.
All right, I'll listen. I'll watch. I'll listen.
What's amazing is that
Talking.
a woman can talk and talk about the problems of her day. This is another reason they can talk in order to feel better. Now, the truth is, when I go out with some of my buddies, Martian evenings, I'll come home, my wife will say, "What'd you talk about?" "Nothing." "We went to the movie." "Well, what'd you talk about?" "Not much." "What?" "Don't remember."
Uncle,
Mine's
you
blank.
think
Have a great evening.
you think Bill Gates watched this? Yeah. Bill Gates definitely saw this.
Unfortunately, if she doesn't understand I'm from Mars, an alien being, she's going to think, he's not telling me something. He doesn't want to tell me. What is it? What's going on? Need to get more questions. And she gets all confused because she would have lots to say. Truth is, she knows more about my best friend's life than I do. Why?
I like this woman, Uncle. She talks a lot. It's a good thing. It's a great thing.
Will you let me listen to the man talk?
I'll get a
Quiet,
few details to bring
woman.
home to my wife, so she'll feel like we didn't waste the evening. So I wasted a few minutes getting details, okay? And got a few details. "Well, how was that trip?" I said. "Well," he said, "fine." Changed the subject. I said, "Well, what was your hotel like?" 'Cause I knew that's what my wife was going to ask. So he says, "It was great. You know, we got a good deal."
Uncle, how about Bill
Went to the
Clinton?
beach, and talked a little bit. So and I said, "Okay."
Did he watch? Has he seen it? Has he? It was that era.
Quiet.
Okay.
That's amazing. I talked to his wife. and she said
Talking.
They had to change
Sound like
the
a
hotel
woman
3
in
times.
here.
One of the kids fell off the diving board, got a bloody nose, you know. Somebody got sick with
Laser
gonorrhea.
focus. Laser
He
focus.
didn't know what to do, and she had to take control. See, he's not going to tell me all his problems. Men don't feel happy telling about their problems. If I go with the guys, "Oh, I blew this deal. I couldn't do this. I didn't know what to do there. I felt terrible about that. I'm so afraid about this. I don't know what to do. I can't do anything anymore."
Poor man.
All the guys are going to start looking at him like, let's not tell him next time we're going out, okay? Now, we do talk sometimes. We have a problem, and we're looking for each other's advice, okay? If I have a problem, I say, "Oh, I've got this problem in my business. I don't know what to do. What do you think I ought to do?" It's a great honor. He puts on his Mr. Martian fix-it hat. He says, "Well, what you got to do is this, this, and this." And I go, "Great idea. Thanks." And we had a great evening. I mean, that is wonderful. Got some good advice, and we're done with it. He feels, I gave him my advice. He appreciated advice. He feels good. So now
Uncle,
this is
do you
the
think
Martian
Bill
code of
Clinton ever told Hillary
talk about
to
it,
shut
you
up?
talk about it in order to get a solution.
Yeah. Did that happen regularly?
So now you're married to Venusian. On Venus, you talk about all your problems in order to forget your problems. That's another amazing thing, man, about women.
This does make a lot
They
of sense.
talk about their problems in order to forget them. See, men don't understand that because if I talk about my problems, I just feel more and more incompetent. Like, I haven't done this, and I haven't done this, and I haven't done this. Now I can't go to sleep at night. See, we have spent thousands of years learning how to forget our problems. We go to work, and then we do something like a hobby, and we forget all that stuff. That's our way of forgetting. And what's amazing, if we can then forget the problems at work during that time which women look at as useless time, if we can forget the problems at work, then a moment happens which is very precious. We forget the problems at work, and we remember what's most important to us, which is why we're even going to work, which is our family, our wife, our values inside.
It's coming back
our heart
around,
opens.
Uncle.
It's so easy to just get caught up in achieving the goal, making the money, making the deal, putting in
Hey,
more
Count
hours,
Pupper, what's up,
solving
man?
this,
Thank you.
doing this, and you forget, why are you doing all
Papa,
this?
he's a lady. Papa, he's a lady. He won't shut up till I can listen to the man talk.
But Uncle's getting aggravated. I'm talking over this John Gray PhD too much in his presentation. Men are for Mars, women for Venus. Pupper says, Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Merry Christmas.
Yep. He called in, but he didn't realize it was a rerun last night.
Who said that?
Pupper said that.
Rerun.
Yeah.
The show wasn't played last night.
Yeah,
Tell him.
the show from last week started playing, so he called in thinking it was the current week,
Oh.
But yeah, I know. Chuck's internet went out, so we didn't do a show last night. But we're here now. We're here watching this VHS tape, and we're loving it. And we're glad that you're here, man.
Except we got a woman. I'm watching a woman talk.
He's watching a woman talk. He means me. I'm acting like a woman.
Him.
I'm from Venus right now.
He's Venus.
Straight from Venus.
To get off your butt and do something in this relationship.
This guy's talking about a lot, and we need to do a lot of listening. We need to listen. It's important.
Inside of him, which emerges after he's wasted some time, useless time, from a woman's point of view. Okay? The same thing is true of women. Women talk. Traditionally, what have men done when women are talking? Rolling their eyes. What are they talking about? They change one.
Is that what you're doing when I'm talking right now, Uncle? Rolling your eyes?
Listen to him.
Listen to him?
That's
our time.
Same thing.
When they're
The same thing?
Option what he's saying. Listen what he's saying.
Ah.
You'll get a message in
women were
your
a little
head.
out there.
Women?
because they talk.
Get a message in my head.
Not to really let their Venusian side out around a Martian, because we just didn't understand it. I lived in L.A. at the time.
I don't get it,
We had these
Uncle.
Good Earth restaurants with circular tables.
He's in a restaurant.
That's where all the
in
Venusians
LA.
congregate.
Oh, that's where I want to go.
Tables.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
I understand why. Then it was such a lucky guess.
Look again.
The Good Earth, Mother Earth. It was definitely a place for the women to congregate, Venusians. They sit in a circle so they can all see each other when they talk. Okay? Eye contact is really big on Venus. Okay? You look at each other. They've done so many studies on guys when they're talking.
This is
When the
about
guys having
aliens.
kind of a friendly conversation, a relationship kind of, just be hanging out with the guys. We rarely look at each other. We look over there, we look over there. I could be talking to him right now. He's looking off at that Venus.
I'm not looking at you right
Looking
now,
at Mars,
Uncle.
wondering, well,
I'm
what
looking this way.
I want to be, okay? But he's listening to me as well, but he's kind of relaxing, wandering around, okay? If he's in his work mode, he's focused. He'll look you right in the eyes. But in just relationship mode, he looks all around. Women, however, work mode, they look right at you. Relationship mode, they look right at you, okay? So there they are, these Venusians sitting in a circle. Must have been 10 or 12. It was the most frustrating lunch I'd ever had. I was sitting in a booth next to them.
That's funny.
Having tea and listening in. I thought this would be a great control group, listening to women talk when they thought no man was listening. Okay? And the way they talked was truly different. Okay? What they did
This
they
is
took
important
light
information,
terms
Pupper.
and talked
This is about the
random
Martians
things
when they
that upset
land.
them.
That's one of the reasons. That's why Uncle picked this, actually. It's because it's about aliens.
This bugged her, this bothered her. And then somebody over here, it wasn't always circular like that. Another one popped up over here. Oh, yes, and my husband did that the other day, and da-da-da-da-da. And somebody says, yes, and I went to Disneyland as well, and it's a whole other subject. It's just like run-on fluid flow, No logical, structured, linear progression towards a goal. No point they were making. Just sharing, just talking, and lots of details. And see, to an uninitiated man, when he hears lots of details, he assumes that each one of those details must be relevant to the point they're about to make. So he is straining his brain, trying to logically connect all these things together that nobody intends to be logically connected together. It's just sharing. I wasn't even married to these women, and I was frustrated and hated them, okay? It was just... None of them ever stopped and said, well, what are you going to do about that? There was no sense of, well, I made this mistake, I'll handle it this way, or this is what you got to do. It's just like sharing and talking, and I'm feeling worse and worse and worse. And I looked over at these women. When they got up and left, they were all so happy. They're like the most unhappy group of people I could ever imagine existed in the world. You see, when women really let go and talk about their feelings, they talk about problems sometimes that have no solutions. Remember, a man wants to solve the problem.
This reminds me of that Real Housewives show, Uncle. They're always screaming at each other, just yelling and getting in fights and stuff. And I do have trouble understanding the show, to be honest.
To be a happier woman.
Is Uncle attracted to alien women?
Features of our home is that we had deer running wild.
What do you think,
in the forest,
Uncle?
and that's the
Not
positive
yet.
side.
I haven't seen one come down.
Yeah. We're going to take a wait-and-see approach to that. Is what we're going to do.
A few minutes drive
We're
away,
open.
A public area, there's a garden area.
Venus.
She grows her plant, her vegetables and her flowers there. And she loves it. But occasionally she'll say, oh, I have to drive to the garden. I'm so tired. I wish I hadn't to go that long distance. I'm going inside, but you picked this house. You knew that's what was going to happen. How can you say this? Or here's another example of talking about problems with no solutions. Or I think, what do you want to move? What is it? She goes, no, I just want to talk about it. That's all. Can't I just talk about my feelings without you always having to fix it or
Uncle,
solve it?
Pupper says he likes Romulan women. Romulan.
What is that?
Is that from sci-fi? I can't remember what that is. That sounds familiar, and I can't think of what it is. I know it, but I don't remember it.
When I go to my cave, she doesn't panic. She has learned that that's the most important thing I could do if I'm upset at her or anything else. Leave him alone for a while. Ignore him. And that's hard for a woman to ignore a man when he's...
This is almost like a stand-up comedy routine or something.
Exactly what it is.
Is that what this is, Uncle?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to understand, like...
That's exactly what it is. You hit it on the head.
So this is a comedy.
Connective tissue between the left and the right side.
It's very...
Can't you tell? I sure can tell.
If
you listen enough, you listen and you understand it.
You're definitely supposed to laugh at it. It's supposed to be entertaining and comedic.
I have.
Oh, the Romulans are from Star Trek. Yeah, okay. Yeah, now I got it. They're the angry women or angry Vulcans.
Vulcan has men and Vulcan. Yeah, they have Vulcan.
They're the angry Vulcans. Ah, got it. Like Spock.
Right.
There we go.
Thinking on the left side of the brain. So we go over to the left side of the brain to think. That gets us out of our emotions. Let's say I'm angry. If I want to cool down, calm off, be loving, what do? Think about it. Go over the left side of the brain. Let's say I'm sad and unhappy, disappointed, bummed out. What do? Think about it. Maybe all I can do is think about what bummed me out. So what do? Think about something else. How do I get this stupid useless program to work?
Jalokio's talking about Mrs. Claus now, Uncle. The wife of Santa. Too much.
There's one other thing a man wants to feel. When a man feels good, he feels competent. He feels successful. A man feels always happiest when he's overcome a problem, solved it, achieved some goal, and now he can go brag to the world about it.
Feels good.
Like, yep, I did that. Okay, that actual effort, when he puts his effort forth and achieves a goal, it makes him feel really good. Or if he just does his best and he's acknowledged for it, it makes him feel really good. Okay, accomplishment is the male side of us. Now, women feel good when they accomplish, but women feel most good when they have loving relationships. See, when they have relationship, nurturing, caring people in their lives, that's what's most fulfilling for women. Most fulfilling for men, achieve that goal. Okay. Now, I did something which is classic. I do it almost in every lecture. I started to get really creative using the right side of my brain. Now, see, I don't have all that connective tissue between the right side and left side of the brain. So I went a little bit too far over the right side of the brain. Forgot my point. Here I am. I covered too many subjects.
Oh my gosh. What is going on here, Uncle?
We do our best, so most sincere. Okay, I'm going to be a good listener. I'm going to listen to her. Okay.
I don't see a year on this either. I want to know what year this is from. I don't remember.
Hang in there for a while. Make yourself comfortable. Look in her direction. Zip up. Don't say anything. Nod your head. Make Venusian noises. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Then what? What did you say?
I hit the cables, Uncle, is what I did.
That's terrible. That's awful. You paid that much? Really? Oh.
No, wait a minute. We're going right.
The whole time she's going, oh, he listens, he cares, he loves me so much.
Jalokio wants to know if Santa Claus is claustrophobic,
but
Uncle.
As soon as she starts circling around,
he's not.
He's in there like
It sounds like a play on words to me.
Generally, after 3 subjects are covered that aren't logically linked together, or 3 subjects that he doesn't have solutions for because they don't have solutions, any of those things, what happens, he gets way over to the right side of his brain, okay? He just goes blank. He goes, uh-oh.
This is a lot to take in, Uncle. I don't know if I can even follow what this guy's saying now. He keeps going. He's talking about talking for a while.
I think we might have to pause it.
Do we have to pause this?
For the next week's show.
Well, wait.
Because it's a long show, and you don't know how long it's taking.
Well, we can endure this. Like, I think we're gonna make it through this. I really don't know how long it is,
That's
but
what my point is.
it's interesting.
I know it's interesting.
And we're kind of learning.
It's been interesting because I've been trying to listen. You kept yapping away like a woman.
I'm yapping away, Uncle. But we're making this our own, Uncle. We're learning as we go. We're taking
You're
it in.
learning about what you've been looking up in the sky. You're learning about that.
Yes,
And
yes.
that's why we wanted to watch this tape.
Yeah, because it's about Mars and Venus,
Mars
the
and
aliens
Venus.
coming.
Aliens
Very,
coming.
very topical. Obviously an older video, but it's topical to what's going on now with these UAPs.
Yeah.
So this is very good that we're doing this. I know that. This is a terrible Christmas special.
Yeah, it is.
This is not very Christmas themed, but it's alien themed, which is important. That's very
Well,
important.
this is what you two are looking at up in the sky.
We're looking up.
Driving me up crazy.
Yeah, that's me and my wife.
So this is why we're watching it.
We're hoping we truly are from Venus and Mars, like this says it
I hope
is.
she's watching it outside.
Yeah. I hope she's watching this. She wasn't when I went out there. I think she might have walked away. But we'll find out.
Well, actually,
We'll find
one
out.
time my wife said this to me. She didn't pause in the middle. She waited till she was finished. And she looked at me and she says, "You look the way I felt."
Like a Martian.
That's all I needed to hear. It was amazing. I said to her, "You mean that's the way you felt? You don't feel this way anymore?" She goes, "No, I feel much better." I said, "How can you feel better when you just talked about 20 things that make
Oh,
your
yeah,
life
that's right.
miserable?"
Uncle Pupper is in Jersey where they're seeing all these UAP. He says he hasn't seen any of them.
None?
He hasn't seen any.
What's he on a trip there?
Well, no, he lives there. That's where he lives, is in Jersey, but he hasn't seen any of the phenomena.
Well, tell him your wife has.
Well, she hasn't seen it. Well, she's seen
She saw
videos.
some things going by down and looking at him up in the sky.
Yeah, but not in real life.
No, I'm talking about the space things.
Yeah, I know. He's talking about the space things. He's definitely talking about space things.
That is, men take credit for whatever you feel. Okay? And they take credit for anything that they want to take credit for. But it's like if I take my wife to a movie and she enjoys the movie, she goes, "Oh, that movie was great. That was wonderful. I love that scene when he said this and this and this." I go, "Yep, I wrote that scene." I take credit for it. I brought her to the movie, didn't I? So I'm responsible for this. She says, "Ooh, these are such great seats." I go, "Yep, I organized this." Tonight, my wife might say to me, "John, that was such a great backdrop." I'm like, "Yep, I organized this. I didn't even know they were going to do it, okay? But I get to take credit for it." Okay? Men love to take credit for things. Take my wife to the symphony. She enjoys the symphony. I could sleep through it. But afterwards, she says, "Oh, that was so wonderful." I go, "Yep, I conducted that symphony. That was my symphony." I take her to a restaurant. Okay? And these are all the things, at the beginning of the dating season, when the marriage and the relationship, they're dating, a lot of him taking you places. And this is actually where those romantic bonds start that we forget, or that we get lost, that they get lost, which is I take her to a restaurant. Let's say we're dating. And I'm not Mr. Suave and Debonair yet. It might take 20 years before I get there. But I got to the restaurant. We're there. I didn't call to make reservations. So we're waiting 30 minutes in line. They got the chairs there for all the guys that didn't make the reservations. Okay? So we're sitting there, and people are passing by, getting their seats, and we're waiting for our table. Well, we're just dating. She's so happy to be with me that she enjoys waiting for the table. She goes, "Oh, it's great, no big deal." To her, she's just talking, chatting, talking. He's listening. Okay? Now, one of the reasons men listen so much in the beginning is they're gathering information. But once they understand you, they figure they don't need to gather information. Now I know you. Why do I have to keep talking? Okay? So he's gathering the basic information, so he's real attentive and everything. She goes, "I finally met a man who'll listen." Okay?
There
we
we
all
go.
listen until we get the information. Then what else do you listen to? Okay? Now we can learn to. Once we can get beyond that.
We're going to make it
present
through
a
this
picture
tape,
like
Uncle. We may not know how long it is, but we're going to watch this, and we're going to learn. We're going to watch. We're going to learn. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Well, the answer to that is he's from Mars. Of course he's not. Okay? My wife can talk sometimes. I go, "Oh, not more details. Not more details." It's painful sometimes to listen to that stuff. Now she's so loving. She sees me kind of like going over and going over, bending down. And she looks at me and she says magic words like this one. She goes, "Oh, you don't have to solve any of this. I'm going to feel better in a few minutes." I go, "Oh, that's right. She's Venusian. She's going to feel better. She's going to appreciate."
Uncle, both of our friends in the comment section are from YouTube. Count Pupper and Jalokio are both over at YouTube.
They're in the YouTube area.
They're in the YouTube chat, yeah.
Where we usually do our stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, the video's going out on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Trovo, and our Twitter X. But the comments are all coming from YouTube so far. Pretty good. Anybody else there in any of those platforms, do join the chat and let us know what you think of this. If you're learning from it, if you're not, if Santa's claustrophobic, we want to know. This is important. It's very important, Uncle. That's what the stream is all about.
No, he doesn't like share and talk, ask questions, he gets the details. Where are you? And he gets there. It's like, fix, solve the problem. Okay? That's what men do, and that's what they're appreciating their work for. Not just listening, but suddenly you get in a relationship, and that's what women want. That's all they want, men, the most important thing. Now, you think that's not all they want. You haven't met my wife. Okay? I met a lot of wives as a counselor and as a teacher, thousands, and you'll see them tonight. See,
they all came to the show?
Every woman that gets divorced from a man, if she initiates the divorce, there's one reason she'll say. The reason is always, he doesn't listen. He never listens. I can't talk to him. That's always the message. Now, rarely, as a matter of fact, never have I had a man come into counseling and complain, "My wife won't listen to me. She won't even touch me affectionately anymore. She only touches me when she wants sex." Men don't complain about that. Women do. They say all the time, "He only touches me when he wants sex. He won't just touch me out of love. He's changed. In the beginning, he used to always touch me. He had his hands all over me." Take her to the side. I say, "He really hasn't changed. The situation has changed." She said, "What do you mean?" "See, in the beginning when he was dating you, he had his hands all over you because he couldn't touch you yet where he wanted to touch you."
I see where he's getting.
Then a very
You're following this one, Uncle?
I see where he's getting to.
Getting this one? Oh, boy.
I'm starting to understand what
Things
he's
are,
getting to.
they're heating up, Uncle.
Don't waste time touching all this stuff. Now that we've gotten there, let's just do that. And what he doesn't understand is that when women are starting relations, they're shopping to see what they want, what's going to work for them. This guy, does he know the right stuff? Can he make me happy? And all the things that men do in dating make her happy, but he's doing it for the wrong reasons. She doesn't know he's doing it because he can't get anything else. Then she gets married and she has all this resentment instead of understanding men are different.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
One study,
Mars.
a book called Brain Sex, all this physiological stuff. They did show that women's sensitivity on their skin all over their body was 10 times greater than a man's. Okay. Of course, they got more fibers, they got more connective stuff going on. You touch a woman, she starts to purr. It's her whole body. It brings her back to herself. The only way I can compare it, men, is that we have one part of our body that is that sensitive. And you certainly like that touch.
Uncle, is this guy acting like a Grinch?
Some ways.
Okay, I can understand it.
And then is Grinch an actual code word for bitch?
Could be.
It could be.
Possibly.
It could possibly be that. It could be. We're going to learn that somehow. I think this tape is going to let us know that. I don't know how yet, but it will.
And inside I go, what's wrong with
Definitely.
that? At Stanford, they also did a study which measured certain hormones in the body associated with people that like to be touched. Cuddling hormones. Women, you all have them. Okay? Men, you had them when you were babies. And as you go into puberty, testosterone comes up, and it's like rock and roll music, and those little cuddling hormones is off in the background. You can't even hear them. It's not that important for most men. Some men have developed those hormones, okay, but not all. Most of them, they go to puberty, I want sex. Why waste time on this other stuff? It's very goal-oriented again. So women, you have this cuddling hormone, and men don't understand it. So men doesn't go, "Oh, she just wants to be held." Guy goes, "Held? What's that do?" Nothing. I mean, truthfully, my wife had to teach me what cuddling meant. I read this article with one of those Dear Abby columns, and exactly her sister Abigail. and I think that's her name. And in her column, she said it was the biggest response she'd ever received was in response to a woman's question. And the question was, as a woman, I care more about cuddling than sex. And sometimes I have sex just for the cuddling. Now that example
Cuddle.
really threatens men. What? She doesn't want sex? What is this? Okay. Well, anyway, she put the question out, and the person doing the interview said she got more write-ins on that response. All these women writing, yes, we want
Dear
cuddling,
Abby.
we want cuddling, we want touch, we want touch. I'm sure that inspired them to do the study on the cuddling hormone. Women want it. Men weren't writing in saying, yes, I want cuddling, I want cuddling. Men were rather upset about it. But now I have the solution to this, men, so you don't have to walk away being upset about it. All you have to do is give a woman enough touch, and then she wants sex, okay? But if given the choice, if she's not getting the touch, then she doesn't want the sex. She wants the touch. And the touch brings her back to her body, sensitizes her to her body, to her awareness of herself. And then she starts to get into her own pleasure, and then sex is this thing that she really wants. Otherwise, she doesn't want it as much. Men, they're biologically hooked up to want it, okay? It's real clear cut. For women, whether they want sex, sometimes they're the full moon. They're like the moon. The full moon, they want it. The half moon, we could have sex if I get some cuddles. The new moon, it's like, who would want to do that? Okay, so you got.
This is a scientific sort of video, Uncle. Science.
We don't understand it because men are not like the moon when it comes to sex. Men are like the sun. Every morning it rises.
Oh, we're getting moon and sun references here. This guy's a Freemason, Uncle. The truth is coming out finally. He thought we wouldn't notice.
If you listen, you find out all these information instead of talking like a woman. Jeez.
Up, down. For women, it could be a whole variety of things.
This is why I'm...
One of my favorite concepts in understanding my wife
you
is
talk so much,
and understanding women. Women are like waves.
You don't like
Their
when I talk.
Wave goes up.
You like
wave
when I
goes
listen.
down.
Yes.
But when the wave
You're
hits
the
bottom,
woman.
what happens? It only has one place to go. It goes
You're
right
the
up.
woman.
I'm not
You can't
talking. You're
stay
talking the
down.
most. But you make me talk, woman.
I forced you into. I forced your hand into talking.
Right. So you're a woman.
I did this.
Sometimes they go down for no reason at all. Heaven forbid I turn
We're
my
fighting
wife
over
down.
who's a woman.
Down, okay.
You are.
But
Someone's gonna
she
win
goes
this.
down,
You are.
she goes up.
I am.
Now,
Venus.
this is important for men to understand because when a woman's on her way up, her ability to love is incredible. It's fabulous. She appreciates him. He does little things. He takes you to a crummy movie. She says it was a nice sunset. You forget bring home the milk. She nicely says, "Oh, would you pick it up tomorrow?" He goes, "Oh, didn't get punished. That's great." You know.
This is the longest Twilight Zone ever.
She's
Pupper
fluid,
says,
she's
Uncle.
graceful, she's
Twilight Zone intro.
giving of herself. She's forgotten
Does he look
all
like that
the
guy?
problems in the relationship. And that's as her wave rises.
It's finally in color.
But at a certain point, always, men, you cannot change this. This is inevitable. You cannot find a woman where this is not going to happen. She'll feel loving and loving and loving, and she'll say things to you like, "My life is perfect. It's so wonderful. I can't imagine anything going wrong. It's so great." And then the next day, "I can't believe it. Everything was so wonderful. Now it's awful." And sometimes she won't even say, "I can't believe it was so wonderful." She'll say things like, "We never spend time
Looks
together."
like we got 12 people watching us on Twitter X right now, Uncle. That's exciting. But through my X at Franz Simulation. Thank you, everybody. Or I don't know if that's currently watching or have watched throughout the stream. Either way, if you're watching now, thank you. Join the chat and let us know what you think of this. Oh, here's somebody from X right now. Oh, speak of the devil. Let's see here. Let me... Crocodile Gandhi. What are we learning? We're learning that men are from Mars and women are from Venus. Uncle's saying that I'm acting like a woman because I'm talking too much. The guy talking on the video is John Gray, PhD. He's telling us about men and women. And we're also learning about aliens, which is topical and important now. For when they completely invade, we'll know about them more. It's very good.
Words like
Lot to
always
cover.
and never. No one and everyone. Expanded words, okay? As soon as those words are expanded, we used to get in so many arguments and fights. Now we don't at all. Now I go, "Oh, we're having an emotional conversation here. I know what my job description is. Say nothing. Empathize. Patiently
Women
touch.
do talk a lot, Robin
I'm
says.
there for you. Look at her. Eye
They
contact.
talk too much.
These are the things that we need to do, but we don't know how to do it. Nobody ever taught us how to do it. What we do when we hear nobody helps me, we explain to her why she's overreacting. We explain to her why it's not never, it's not always. Bonnie would say sometimes, we're always rushing. I'd say, last Thursday we weren't rushing. What do you mean? And instead of her going, oh, that's right, I made a mistake, I said always. Certainly it's not always. She doesn't have that response. She'd go, yeah, but on Wednesday we were rushing, and on Thursday we were rushing, and she doesn't get my point at all. She just ups the ante herself. And it's a big conversation. And the guy, of course, is
Mansplaining.
He thinks
This whole
he goes
tape is mansplaining, Uncle. I didn't think of it that way. Yeah.
times that we rushed,
I don't know if this would.
all the times that we didn't rush.
This isn't.
But if a woman can say,
I don't know what this is, but it is mansplaining. That's the funny thing about it.
never get the support I need. Everybody thinks about themselves. She says all that. And if she doesn't have somebody argue with her about it, then she relaxes.
Oops, my bad.
I guess he cares about
Nearly
me.
lost the feed.
I guess there is some support in my life. Hey, he didn't even rush me through that conversation. We're not always rushing. And we didn't rush the other day. Gosh, I have such a wonderful life. I'm so lucky to have this guy. And then if you're lucky, she might go into,
I hear
"He's
music."
always wonderful.
I hear music, Uncle. It might be ending. There's music like it's ending. Let's see what happens. We learned everything about Martians. We did it. Yay. Yeah, we did it. Yeah. That's it. We made it, Uncle. Oh, good. That was great. That wasn't even that long, really, truly. Let me turn the volume down. Well, it's not working. Okay, let me see. Boy, this is loud. But to us, it's loud. I know the audience are not hearing it much.
Okay. Who was first in the crack room? And get your wife in here. Sidekick.
Wait, get my wife in here?
Tell her what she wants to judge it on.
Oh, okay. Here, let me rewind this. Can you turn VHS volume up 10%? Well, anyway, we made it. We made it to the end. We're going to rewind it. We're going to rewind the tape now. There we go. We survived. That's right, Pupper. We did. That's one way of putting it. That's the right way of putting it, really. We survived it through this tape somehow, Uncle. Interesting tape. And now we get to rate this thing. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Let's go to this. So that was Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. We learned about space. We learned about men. We learned about women. Oh, good. Thank you, Uncle.
Trying to get this.
Now, you know what this is, everybody. This is the card that on the back I'm going to write all of our ratings on here. And I'm glad that you all are here in the chat because we're going to put your ratings on the back of this too. So everybody join in the chat, and on a scale of 1 to 10, what we want you all to do is tell us, give your rating for this video. What do you rate Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus on a scale of 1 to 10? You don't even have to tell us why, but if you want to, please feel free. Just give us your little rating 1 to 10, and we will put it on this card here. And let's see here. Okay, let me write ratings for this video so that when somebody buys this from the thrift store next, they'll understand what all this is. Ratings for this video. Okay. Looks like I didn't see enough. Hey, we don't care. We don't care, Robin. Just base it on whatever you saw.
Yeah, whatever you saw.
It doesn't matter, right, Uncle? Like, you don't have to watch the whole video. The more ratings, the better, honestly. So so don't feel bashful about that. Don't even worry about that. It's a non-issue, really. Uncle, do you and I
17 finally.
should we start our ratings? Oh, there you go. You got some good sugar?
Yeah, 117. That was good. It finally came up.
Okay, good.
Been waiting on that.
The blood sugar's doing good. Let's see here. So 4 out of 10. Ooh, here comes the rating. Oh, here they come, Uncle. We've got 4 out of 10 from Robin.
4?
We've got 1 to 10 for citizen use, 9 to 10 for the CIA to use.
Put that on the card.
So, Pupper, I'm gonna put 1 out of 10 for you because obviously it's gonna be regular citizens and not CIA officers using this usually. So unless you want to change that, I'm gonna give you a 1 out of 10 on this card. I'll say Robin gives it a 4 out of 10. Is that right? Yeah, 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. Pupper. And then Jalokio, if you're there, please let us know too. Sidekick. You want me to give my rating right now?
Yeah,
Uncle?
you do yours. I do the last.
I'm going to rate this. Let's see here. I'm going to rate this. Yeah. I'm going to give it 5 out of 10, I guess. It was watchable, but it was not enjoyable by any stretch of the imagination. I'm sure some others in our stack are better than this, but hey, it's okay. So 1 out of 10 for Pupper. 1 out of 10 is solid. Yeah, 1 out of 10. Holy moly, 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10 for Pupper. Sidekick.
Hey, get your wife in here.
You want me to go look for her in a minute, Uncle?
Yeah, see if she had listened.
Okay. I feel like she didn't, Uncle. I think she kind of left is what happened, I'm pretty sure. It's unfortunate because...
She has to have a reading. She has to have a scent.
She has to have a reading?
A scent of what she thought about it.
Oh, like get on the scent, like you smell something.
No, a rating.
Oh, a rating.
For Pete's sakes. I like to.
I know you like to. I know you like that,
When
Uncle.
I finish my word,
All right, so, okay, everybody gave their rating. I'm not sure if Jalokio is still here or not, but if you are, give a rating because you were here for the longest out of the chat. So if you have a rating, we'd love to hear it. I'm going to put Uncle's on here. Uncle, what do you rate this crazy video?
over the top.
10 out of 10?
Yeah. I was listening to it. You were listening like a lady, like a gulo.
Okay.
If you listen to things, you might get something out of it.
Okay.
But you don't listen.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
That's our show for today.
That's our show.
I have to check something.
Okay, that's all right. All right. So Uncle gives this video 10 out of 10.
Listen to it.
10 out of 10. And the reason that he likes it so much is because he is the only one out of all of us that actually listen and pay attention to this. Jalokio, you give it a 10? Oh my gosh. Well, again, that proves the point. Jalokio giving it a 10, Uncle giving it a 10. Those that actually sat through this video and watched it, took in the information, they understood the value of this video and give it a 10 out of 10. Okay, so let me see here. I always have to look at Jalokio to see how it's spelled. Jello, and then we got the K-I-O. I'm gonna not include the workshop I'm just gonna put Jalokio for brevity here. 10 out of 10. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, Uncle, I drove him away. Okay, let's see here. There. So these are the ratings. Pretty varied. I would say this for sure. This video got the most varied of ratings of any video we have ever done on the stream. Usually it's pretty consistent, but a lot of different... This was a divisive tape is what it was. Very divisive. Let me see here. Let's get my graphics in order. We are going to eject this tape. Get it out. Here it is. Let me see. Did it have a runtime on here? I didn't look. It doesn't. It doesn't have a runtime on the tape. It doesn't have a runtime on the box. 1994. Produced by Rolling Star Films Incorporated. 1994 Genesis Newborn Associates. Created by Genesis Media Group Incorporated. I don't know. So anyway, we watched yet another tape. Boy, I had fun. And now we're gonna know what to do when the aliens finally invade us for real and stop flying around wasting our time. When they finally get down to business and do something. And there, I put the card with the rating. I'll make sure to tape it in there so it doesn't come out. And hopefully somebody else will buy this from the thrift store and know what we all thought of it. Isn't that a comforting idea? Let me pull up the chat here. Let's see. Uncle's snack yesterday is 1 out of 10. That was actually Uncle's lunch. Yeah, the raw quesadilla with lots of mayonnaise on it is what Uncle had. Everybody, be sure to follow the @Uncle Podcast on Instagram. Let me pull that up real quick so you can see that. Here we go. Here's the Uncle Podcast. And see that picture up here is the raw quesadilla you're talking about. I don't really want to see that. I don't know. But anyway, it's @Uncle Podcast on Instagram if you're not following already. I guess it's over. I was going to maybe suggest to Uncle that we could watch another tape, but that one was a bit arduous. I think maybe we've done all we can handle for the day. We've got so many left to go through. My goodness gracious. So at some point, we'll get to all of these. I did start Don't Tell Uncle. I started watching this No More Baths just to test out the VCR today, and that looks like a real winner. It's an actual like narrative film somebody made, but it's like an indie weird thing. It's gonna be strange. So I'm looking forward to watching that. I'm looking forward to watching this team building video we got. Success is Easy. I'm also very excited about it. And these other ones could be good too. So we've got a great stack. Uncle did run out of steam, did he? I'm trying to think if I want to hang around here and keep like playing tapes from my camera. I could do that. Let me take a look at the stack of tapes real quick here. This is like bonus almost. Let me see what we got. I don't know. That might be too much too, though. I don't know. Hold on. I'll be back. Let me do the old be right back graphic. I just need to know what the status is of what's going on around here, for one thing. Let me put on some good. Oh, here we go. Ooh, look at this.
The Wooble sent me some crochet kits to try out, and I've never used a kit like.
Subject you to ads that nobody wants. Okay, here we go. This should be good. Oh, that's it. That's what we're looking for. That's better. Okay. I'm going to put this on for now. I'll be back. Okay, I am here. Let's see here. So, I'm kind of the mind that since I'm here, maybe goof around with the video for a second. Happy winter solstice. Longer days from here. Yes, I know. Thank goodness. Let me see here. This old camera out. You have to change some stuff around real quick here. Hold on. Let's see.
In a class by itself. That's WBYU. Bayou Stereo.
Do you receive a Social Security or other government check? If so, direct deposit is for you because your money is sent straight to your personal account automatically. Direct deposit is convenient because you don't have to make a special trip to deposit your check. And it's safe because
here
your
we
check
go. I'm
cannot
getting
be
everything
lost,
set up, everybody.
stolen, or misplaced. Take your next check to wherever you have a checking or savings account and sign up for direct deposit. It's easy. You'll be glad you did. A public service message from the U.S. Treasury, station WBYU, and the Ad Council.
A part of your life. That's WBYU. Bayou Stereo.
Okay, let's see if we can make this work. Can we do it? Can we do it? We're gonna try to play old tapes a little bit. Let's see. Oh yeah, it looks like it's working. Let's see. I think it's working. I'll turn the music off so I can concentrate here. Okay, so let's see what we got. Camcorder, old camcorder. We are going to open this up. Okay, good. It's on. Oh God, I gotta look at these tapes. Piles of tapes. What the heck is this thing? I can't watch that. I don't know what all this stuff is. What a mess. this might be interesting here. Let's see here. Oh, his baby. You're talking about the video camera. I do enjoy the fact I still have it, I gotta say. We're going to continue on with videos of Fairchild. He was in a video that I played on the War on Christmas Thanksgiving Spectacular. And just to reiterate, I'll start rewinding this tape right now. Reiterate his situation was that he was a friend of a bunch of my friends in Ohio, that they had all gone to high school together and all that. And I knew all these guys because they had become friends of my friends in school. I only knew Fairchild later on, but he had gotten into a car accident and had traumatic brain injury, and so he became like a different person than he was previously. It's like the Phineas Gage of southeastern Ohio. So this says it's Fairchild at Buckeye Donuts. So let's start watching this. Let's see if it works, first of all. I think it should. We'll just start watching and see if it's any good, and see what we have here.
To understand that I, as well as others possibly, am backwoods fuck and not accustomed to following by said rules, and that I am normally afforded the possibility of drinking coffee at my mother's, where you drink somewhere around 2 pots of coffee a day, and so I drink plenty of coffee, but I always have a cigarette regardless. And
let me ask you this, Ryan. Let me ask you this, because we were talking in there. We were just inside Buckeye Donuts, and they threw you out because you wouldn't stop smoking.
I'm going to pause this here because for explanation. Okay, so the tape is working. What we have here is Ryan. He's outside of Buckeye Donuts. He's complaining because I'm sure some situation that I don't remember happened in there where probably the owner or the staff got mad at him for being intense in some way, shape, or form. He's coming out, and I was interviewing him about what was going on. Now we've got... Yes, Starkey. Oh, Jalokio, you're still here. Yeah. So you know who that is. That's Zachary Allan Starkey. Or no, Why Philosophy. I don't know who you are, but you know who this is. So Why Philosophy, yes, this is Zachary Allan Starkey. He happened to be there because he was always around. If you were out and around in Columbus, so was he. This would have been around the year 2004 or 5, I think, when I filmed this. But anyway, yes, Starkey is a big music star. Maybe I'll play his song here in a minute, Starkey's. But anyway, this is Starkey starting to interview Fairchild, just for explanation so we know what we're watching. Let's keep watching this here. Got the audio up.
What are you going to do? How do you feel? Do you feel violated? And if you could, what would you do to punish them for violating?
I feel that I am in fact an incumbent of a dictatorship, and that I've been violated and wronged, and I will shut this mother down.
You will shut this mother down?
Yes. Hear all you would like to hear. I will shut this mother down.
He's gonna shut this mother down. And now, when you say shut this mother down, what do you mean exactly?
What's a mother?
I will,
And that's not mince words. Define shut this mother down.
Okay. I'm breaking in. This is Nick. What's up, man? It's great to see you. Well, I'm not seeing you, obviously. I'm seeing what you're typing on YouTube. But yeah, thanks for being here. So yeah, you know all about this. We went to school together. We went to CCAD. Starkey, for a minute, went to CCAD. I forget what his status there was. How long was he there? Like a year or something? And then did he go on to graduate from Ohio State. I knew he went there too. I don't know if he ended up graduating. He lives in New York City now, and he's like a musician. Have you seen his music, Nick? Have you seen Starkey's music? He did that song with one of the guys from New Order that became like somewhat of a hit during 2020. What was it, like Force? I think the title of the song is Force, right? It's like True Force is the he says that in the chorus. But anyway, he's in New York City now. Good to see you, Nick. That's awesome. But I'm also very much enjoying this tape too. So I think I think he played with New Order. Yeah, he was opening up. So Starkey's band, which is his own name, I think Zachary Allan Starkey is the name of the band. He was opening on a tour with New Order because he's buddies with them now. I sent him an email. I was like, hey, Starkey, remember me? If you want, come on the podcast I do sometime, be a guest. But I never heard back. I don't know. But I'm going to keep playing this tape because this is enjoyable.
Words. Let's hear.
I will shut this motherfucking place down. And if you do not comply, you shall fall beneath the storm as well, Mr. Mayor.
And what do you mean by fall beneath the storm? What do you mean by that, fall beneath the storm?
Because I'm bringing the ruckus up on Earth, motherfucker.
You're going to bring the ruck?
Columbus is getting hit with something they had no idea that was on its way.
So you're going to bring the ruckus up in the motherfucker. And Columbus is going to get hit. What's Columbus?
Our knowledge, and now they're going to get an uncensored, unsheathed view of Ryan.
So it's not Columbus, Ohio. It's not Mayor Coleman's world. It's Ryan's world.
That's right.
And you're going to fuck this shit up.
I'm gonna fuck this shit up, yes. Very, very, very astute, observation.
Fuck it up like how you would fuck a virgin ass of a beautiful girl.
I don't partake in ass fucking.
Oh. Well, that's alright. That's your choice.
Hey, girl.
I don't think she's...
Fine!
Do you like women?
Slapped her ass off here.
I don't like women as born, man. Like such.
Oh, you like women when you talk to you?
Yes. Like that girl right there, for instance. yeah, shoot. Just get the fuck over here.
How many women have you made love to?
I don't keep running tally. I don't.
What's that?
Right off.
Okay.
Any last words, Ryan?
That you are not going to sign off. You're going to come with, like I said earlier, I believe.
Oh, I can't come with. I'm here with some friends.
You will comply, being a resident of Ryan's world, so come with. Stop fronting.
Are you my mayor?
Mayor, judge, jury, and executioner.
Executioner. Oh man, don't talk like that. You scare me.
Mayor, judge.
I like that you named your parent Zeus. I'm Greek, so I appreciate that.
That's redundant. I mean, that's in relation to his name.
Zeus is a Greek name.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Zachary Allan Starkey, and I've enjoyed this chat, this little fireside chat with you, ADD TV and Ryan's World here at Buckeye Donuts. Thank you.
Okay, yes. So many questions popping up watching these videos. Yes, I had myself forgotten that Ryan had his parrot Zeus, and that yes, he would carry it around all over with him when we would go out and about through Columbus. When he was I forgot the idea of walking around was we were filming Ryan's World, which was the star. He's the star of it, obviously, Ryan. It was Ryan's World. We're going out filming it, and he's making demands of people like Starkey. So he's like, okay, we're signing off. And Ryan said, you're not signing off. You're coming along with us. because he's a part of Ryan's world now. Yeah, I honestly I'd forgot that he brought the parrot would take craps all over his shoulder. It was just all part of the mess that was made when we were hanging out with Ryan. And these are messages. What the heck does this? What does my tape say? Messages from Cooley. Oh, I think this is my phone. This is phone messages I got from Cooley. Listeners know Cooley, Fairchild, and Malbosha. This could be pretty good. So we'll play this and we'll see what this ends up being. Make sure I get this in order here.
Old messages.
Hey, you punk motherfuckers, it's cool. Pick up the motherfucking phone. I'll bust your wings, nigga. Later.
Thursday, 12:20.
Yeah. What up? Where you at, Franz? Long time partying it up or what? I told you I would call you back, Jabernie. You macaroni penny, Jabernie. Penny baloney. What up, Quint? When we gonna start this band? Where's them fucking drums, Jabernie? You make me come up there and show you all about the woo. You fucking booze. Who? Alright, man, it's all about woo. And the Ford, Mustang, whoop, dang, down, peace out.
Monday, 1:45 p.m.
Hey, this is my boy shop. Give me a call back. The number is 740-435-8183.
Monday, 3:07 p.m.
What up, G-Money? Get up! Holla at me.
Wednesday, 3:04 a.m.
What up? I just figured out how you fucking playing. Keep it real. Hey, my dog fucking actually was trash last night, dog. You should have seen it. It was fucking hilarious. Holla at me, players. Keep it real.
Wednesday, 10:11 a.m.
What up, motherfuckers? That way we come up here and kick your bitchy little ass punks. I roll fucking Columbus. I roll the fucking world. I'm coming to collect your soul. Holler at me, player. Keep it real.
Thursday, 6:20 a.m.
What the fuck is that? Change that fucking message. Anyway, what I'm calling it regardless is you get in contact with me and the number to reach me will be 432-626. And I would also that you're really with was rather rude, I guess, and he's rather rude. He sounded like a fucking queer whenever I was talking to him. And I was just wondering, questioning his sexual preference thereof. And you'll call discuss this further. I bet you do.
Monday, 3:17 p.m.
You ain't no fucking ninja. The fuck are you doing? Why aren't you fucking talking to me right now as I speak? And instead I'm calling your fucking phone and talking to your voicemail here like a fucking dumbass. Fuck all that. You should be talking to me right now. Being that Ryan, you were blessed enough that Ryan actually afforded a call to you as opposed to talking to like Paris Hilton or Eva Menendez or somebody hot like that. But I chose to call you instead, so you should feel very privileged, honestly. And you really shouldn't be sleeping, as yes, early bird gets the worm. However, I just go to sleep like 3 or 4 in the morning, and then get up to 5 or 6. So
Monday, 3:43 p.m.
Hey, motherfucker! It's Cooley Digital, motherfucker. Where the fuck are we all at? Partying or what? And forgot Cooley or what? That's pretty fucked up, man. I'm just fucking with this. Just figured to call you. And tell James he's nothing but a little fucking pit-squeaked little faggot bitch who never answers his phone. What's he doing, jerking off every fucking night or what? Holler at me, Franz. What's up in the motherfucking house?
Thursday, 11:17 a.m.
That sounded like it was very condescending message you left in your answer machine. But you fools were under the mistaken impression that I was going to be detained by the cops for good. And that was evident by the fact that you left me there. And I'm at the bubbling tea house, the dude says there, though, using his phone on. And I need you guys to come pick me up here and regard this as an urgent emergency to, and also me affording you the possibility of regaining control of your name, being that, right now, you really did.
Saturday, 9:47 a.m.
Where the fuck are you, man? I need to talk to you. I'm going insane. Where the fuck are you going pimping? Fucking macking on hoes? Or what, motherfucker? You know who it is. Come to daddy, motherfucker. Don't make me run wild all over you and everybody else that lives there. I'm from the dark side. I'm coming to collect all you fucking souls. I'm a creature of the night. Get old at me, friends. Peace out. What up, Gordon? What up, Grandpa?
Saturday, 10:16 a.m.
Franz, if someone didn't know you by that fucking message, they would probably come over and put a fucking bullet in their skull. But I'm telling you, I need picked up, so I'm going to be, I guess, walking around where I'm trying to find you anyway, find your house. But I don't know where the fuck it is, and I'm stuck in there in Columbus. I'm at the United Dairy Forward, I believe is what it's called. Right now, using the phone there. And I'm going to call some few other people anyway, and I'm going to find out what the hell is going on there. Somebody that picked me up. Like, you guys all left me there. You thought that the cops would take me away. Well, quite the contrary. I don't act crazy whenever I am not supposed to. So, you need to.
Saturday, 10:32 a.m.
What up, motherfuckers? Get on of me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me bring the ruckus to Columbus. I'll be your worst mistake in hell. Later.
Sunday, 8:35 a.m.
Hello, Aaron. This is Mom. It's about 8 o'clock Thursday night.
just a call from my mom. So anyway, I don't know. This is just old calls getting. The CIA can use this. They use everything. We're enjoying ourselves here. I'm listening to that. I'm trying to remember what the hell happened to Ryan. He's saying like we left him somewhere. I can't remember what the situation was. I don't know if he got lost. He might have gotten lost. God knows what happened. But these are messages that I got, and they were loaded up on our old phone. I don't know. That was pretty fun. I think I might stop it there with that. I'm trying to see what's up on this next part of the tape. Interesting stuff. I don't know. So I'm enjoying that. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Nick, it was a surprise to see you here. It's cool. That's really cool. We didn't do the regular podcast, Uncle and I, last night because Chuck's internet was down, but you know that we'll be back. We will be back next week. I've been getting guests lately on the shows. And artificial intelligence, I think, has a part in that. Not on my end, but on the guest's end, I think, are finding my show with AI systems. That's a whole nother story that I won't get into right now. That's happening with the Age of Transitions guest for sure. But the Uncle guest, that might be happening too. I'll be tuning in. Awesome. Yeah, please do. Yeah. There's so many damn old episodes on the Uncle the Podcast feed and the Age of Transitions feeds. If you go to unclethepodcast.com, there's tons of old stuff you can listen to now. But we'll continue to do these shows. We'll be doing a special New Year's Eve show that we do every year. We do like a 4-hour show on New Year's Eve. So come join us on New Year's Eve, man. It'd be great to have you. Call in. Usually on the regular shows on Friday and with the New Year's show, that sort of stuff, we open the call lines. We have the calls. This is the call-in number. It isn't right now, but when we do the regular show, that's the call-in number. You can also do the Skype thing. Join us New Year's Eve, everybody, for Uncle's New Year's Revolution. This will be, I don't know how many years we've been doing it. It's a lot. This will be just another one. It's going to be a good time. And yeah, I got a pretty good guest that I think is going to be funny on the Uncle show. And yeah, getting guests has been going good lately. So I'm excited. I'm excited about doing the shows. I'm having fun. I'm having fun breaking out the old tapes and watching these wacky old tapes that I have with Fairchild and Cooley and everybody else. Zachary Allan Starkey made a surprise visit. And what I'm going to do to close out this show is I'm going to play Zach's song. I'm going to find it we'll do it through YouTube. I was thinking about maybe doing Apple Music. We'll find it on YouTube. Let's see here. Zachary Starkey. You're going to want to stick around for this. Force. I know the name of the song is Force or something. Zachary featured. Yeah. Zachary Allan Starkey featuring Bernard Sumner, New Order, Force, official music video. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to click on this. Wait. The ad is going to kill us. Let me make sure I don't play that. Let's see. Can I pipe this in? I won't show the visual of it. Who was the guy that always sang Elvis? Steve. Yes, Steve. I put the entire ADD TV video on the stream I did recently on Thanksgiving. It's called the War and Christmas Thanksgiving Spectacular. It's on the channel here. The entire ADD TV video is on there, and Steve is a big part of that video. So I have that all chaptered too, the little links on the description that you can just click right to it. So if you want to watch ADD TV, it's on there. The War on Christmas Thanksgiving Spectacular, which I just loaded up. I'm going to play this. Some other stuff on the War on Christmas too. Okay, here we go. So this is going to be it. And we're going to leave the stream with Starkey's banger from, what year did he make this? 4 years ago. So yeah, this would have been 2020 this came out. And I think it was supposed to be about the sort of lockdown 2020 COVID situation, I believe. Anyway, let's listen to it.